Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart. Have we got an entertaining program for you today? School is out and the water parks are opening.
I'm Stacy Beck. If you like to garden, we'll give you more reasons to love it.
And I'm Angie Murphy. With Father's Day around the corner, we have a great idea to pamper your dear old dad.
And have you had a chance to visit the new barn in town? We'll take you on a tour. All this and more on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter. Can you believe it? School is out.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Right?
Like out.
I am like K through 12, done.
You never have to get on
Never.
SIS again.
Never, guys. I don't even care about it anymore.
Ooh, isn't that the best?
It is. It's like that bittersweet for
Bittersweet.
sure. Like I am ready to check that off, and I think he finally was too.
Yeah.
But it is like, it's like an adulthood moment.
Your whole family.
Yeah, you kind of
just
treat
there.
them like a child, and then all of a sudden today I was just like, what are you gonna do? Like now what are you gonna do? You know?
So, and graduation was at the Spanish Fork Fairgrounds.
It
How
was
that?
so, you guys, they need to do that every single year.
Really?
I loved it. And Spanish Fork, that's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
that's our town. And they had the horses bring around the flag.
Oh, really?
Bring around Spanish Fork flags. It was just, it was really
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
And it was outside and it felt, my brother-in-law came and they live up in Linden.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that was one of the funnest graduations, just like really low-key and felt fun. And I was like,
Good.
awesome. And he goes, I think just like that casual atmosphere
Yeah.
was really fun. So
Cool.
We had some
Good.
good weather. How hot was it?
Yes.
we were under the grandstands.
Oh,
so
thankfully.
it was like breezy up top.
Oh, good.
Which was nice. But Bo said that down below it was like hot.
Getting hot.
And there was a girl that, in fact, it was funny on Snapchat. She
no.
Snapchatted and said, no, I wasn't drunk. I was escorted out because I was
did she
like
faint?
ready to pass out.
Oh, boy.
So
And
she
it
just
was,
like walked
only
across the
72.
stage and felt like hot and heated up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's,
So-
yeah.
Wow.
Indoors, it's always a little safer.
Yeah. But
A
it was
little
so
bit.
fun.
Yeah.
They did a
that
really
is
great
fun.
job.
Yeah, other end of the spectrum.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to tell you, May is National Skin Cancer Awareness Month. If you
Oh,
wonder
okay.
why I know that, because I went to the dermatologist today
Okay.
and had 3 little bumps
Scoopings?
scraped off. And of
Okay.
course I do that on Studio Chatter Day because
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't
you
you?
have to schedule 2 months in advance. And we
It's
don't
to be
plan.
a bulletin.
Yeah, and they're just like, yeah, we're just going to take those off right now. Ooh, whoa, okay.
It's all that time you've been spending in the sun.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. It just reminds me.
Yes,
Always wear
sunscreen.
I know, and I'm bad at that.
But
I'm
our
getting
DNA
better
is
through
different
years.
too.
Yeah.
Like you can tan and you don't have age spots. Where my
Yeah, I
DNA,
do.
my mom has had like skin
No,
cancer.
my family
before.
totally. And my dad has gobs. He's had like 3 moles removed, cancerous moles
Okay.
recently.
Well, and you have to remember to cover your ears and kind of the
Yeah.
things that are exposed
Unlike men,
that you
the
don't
top
remember
of their little
sometimes.
heads.
Yeah, I've had skin cancer here before. They've dug it. Oh, here I can remember.
Wow.
And right down here too.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the reminder. And,
You're welcome.
And speaking about kids
It's
and
'cause
all the fun
she-
things.
Okay, yes.
Well, so I was thinking about your kids also because they threw you a birthday bash that we were able to stop by. That was
Yes.
fun.
it was.
It was so fun.
It was just like what I wanted. It's funny because last year my husband turned 50. Him and I went camping. That was his dream. My dream is on the total different end of the spectrum. Let's invite 100 people over and have ice cream and cookies and cake. And my whole goal behind it, after a year of COVID, I just wanted to celebrate all the good people in my life. I
that's
feel like I
fantastic.
am
So sweet.
surrounded, and I'm happy because of the good people I have in my life.
I'm so,
Like,
that
it
makes
just,
me so
like,
happy.
made-
That
yeah.
would stress me out. Like, I don't think, like, as much as I love to throw a party, I don't
really?
really like that attention. It would stress me out. Does it stress you at all?
It stressed me what people would think.
Yeah.
In that sense. The
Okay.
girls did a lot of the planning. I mean, they would ask me different things, but they did the majority of the planning.
Uh-huh.
But I always look at things like it's not about like me, it's about like
Getting
the
together.
people and
Right.
me feeling so happy. Like after COVID and so many deaths, like what if I don't have another year?
Yeah.
Can I just celebrate with the people I love? So that's how I look at it.
I loved that they could do that for you, because I had my little with me, and you and I are only a few years apart, and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't imagine my 10-year-old trying to throw
a party.
Yeah. Can you throw me a party?
Yeah, because they had that big old balloon art.
Oh yes,
and
it was awesome.
Yeah, they did all of that.
So, and I loved the cross-stitch Bon Jovi.
That was last year's birthday party that my daughter made me. I'm like, I'm going to pull this out. And then fabulous producer Pete took so many good photos.
I know,
I'm so
that was
excited.
fun watching him just shoot around. Yeah.
So, thanks for coming.
Of course. Well, and before we get into the program today, we're going to give you just a tiny bit of your birthday present early, because last time we kind of made a comment to that, and because you're half a century old now.
Yes, I am.
and we were talking about the vintage T-shirts that I'd grown so fond of from our high school days, and so we did get you one thing, because Stacy has recently finished her office space.
Oh my God!
Dancing on the
We wanted her to have a memento to put in her office.
Why did you pick him?
Well, because this was your first concert.
You guys really listened.
Yes. So the actual LP album is in there, and it's.
You're not serious.
Yes, absolutely.
There's like a record in there?
There's a record in there, an actual record, a
So
vinyl
maybe
record.
Chris could get you a record player, and you guys could be up in the office.
I should have told you my first concert was Bon Jovi or something.
Well, you can certainly change it. You can certainly change it out for John if you'd like.
Oh my gosh! I'll have to show my
Vinyls
brother.
are very popular with the young folk right now. I did not know that so much, because I went searching for this one, and I was amongst all the new stuff, and I'm like, well, wait, where's the old stuff?
We did have good music in the 80s.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we
and
did.
because I was not born in the 80s, but was a teenager in the 80s.
Right.
Hence the skin cancer,
Right.
because we worshiped the sun in the 80s.
Oh my gosh, we put on baby oil.
Yes. And
laid on
like
tin
laid on
foil
the
and-
roof.
And my
We're
skin
weird.
would bubble up and burst because
Okay.
I was so burned.
No, we don't talk about that. You didn't do that. Now you're paying for
Once
it.
that's why all the gross.
Well,
Thank
maybe.
you. This is so
Of
fun.
course.
I know.
I just thought it would be, we
Oh
thought it
my
would be fun
gosh.
because
That
because of the
is
comment.
hilarious.
it's certainly not Kiss.
No, it's not. Well,
Happy birthday.
thanks.
Yep.
And we'll enjoy our summer probably a little more relaxed, where you're going to be hopping, busy.
You
have-
are.
You can help. You have some time on your hands.
bring
That's
them
the
all over.
beauty.
It's a tribe that raises kids.
Yeah,
Ask us,
absolutely.
we know.
Okay.
Oh, have
Yeah,
fun.
I'll call on you. Likewise. Okay. Well, next on Studio Chatter, get your swimsuits ready. Summer is here. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. For years, taking the kids to the Big Water Park in Provo has been a regular event, but with the pandemic and other struggles, we missed a few years. Well, the park is now open with a new name and new ownership. Welcome Casey Strong with Splash Summit Water Park to our table. Welcome.
Thank you.
How exciting.
How exciting. You bought a new business last year.
Yes. Yep, so we're part of the new ownership team as of last year.
How did it go
Like in
last year?
COVID. I was just thinking
know.
that.
It was a little crazy, right? Crazy times. But it actually went really, really well.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
So you were open?
Yes, we were open the
Okay.
whole summer, and we just took our precautions, and we had 0 cases of COVID down there. Nothing was linked back to it, and everyone still had a great time.
Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. I didn't even
yeah.
think about
That was one of the safer places to be, really.
Yes.
Outdoors and then chlorine.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a big park. It's 17 acres,
Right.
so there's plenty of space for people to spread out. So
good for you.
Tell us, like, how
Yes.
did you even think to buy this? Because this is a big bite.
Yes. So my husband's worked there for a long time. We've been kind of
Okay.
involved that way. And then a new team came in and we just stayed involved. And so, yeah, it's been good. So there's a group of us that work together. But it just happened that it landed on the year of COVID.
Wow. So was there a lot of revamping, taking it from prior ownership or whatever it looked like and
Yeah.
changing it and upgrading it?
Yeah, we wanted to make sure we reinvest in the park, right? So we've cleaned it up a lot. Obviously with COVID, it was taking those precautions and things.
Let's stop, because we just jumped right in. Did we even say that Summit
Splash Summit.
Splash.
Yep.
Okay, Splash Summit used to be
7
peaks.
peaks.
Did we clarify that?
I think that's kind of the assumption that we all made when we talk about the big water park in Provo.
Okay, yeah, I
There's
just
only
wanna make sure.
there's
Listeners
only
might be like,
one
what are
really
they?
that
What are they
I
talking
think
about?
one
The
of us would
Spanish
think
for
of.
pool?
Yes.
No. So back in, so you went in, you bought 7 peaks.
Yep.
You're revamping it, cleaning it up.
Yes. Now it is Splash Summit, and so yeah, we're reinvesting a lot, making sure the slides are all up and running. All the attractions are going. So we have 15 different slides and attractions, and then this year we have a multi-year renovation going on with the Lazy River.
Oh, wow.
So,
My favorite.
That's everyone's favorite, right? Because you can just
chill
lean
spot.
back in the tube and relax. Yeah. And so it's going to be multi-year. So this first little bit,
Okay.
we brought in a master artisan. So he's worked on a lot of really cool projects and different things, and he's just totally redoing the Lazy River.
So
it's
what
gonna
does
be-
that mean by multi-year?
So we've
Is
done
that
like about a
multi-age
fourth.
groups
No.
Or like over years.
Yep,
Okay.
multi-years, and it's going to be, we've done about a fourth of it so far.
Okay.
So it's totally all like a jungle actually, and it kind of has a Disney feel. So
Love that.
I know, and everyone's missing Disney right now, so this is a good way to get that fix.
Someone on our table just bought tickets.
Oh, very nice.
went open.
I know, everybody
Yeah.
wants to go, so this will
So
be a
this
great
could
way.
be our pre-attraction?
Yes, exactly.
I love that
So
idea.
it definitely, it's covered in leaves. It really looks like a jungle. It's awesome.
Really?
That is so cute.
Yes.
It's been a while because I don't think I had the opportunity to go last year. But what's the big tidal wave?
The wave pool.
Is that what it is?
Yep, yep.
I'm like the big waves. I just remember because you'd get the rest,
Yep.
and then all of a sudden they'd start up again. And
It was always a love-hate because I'm so short, so I wanted to be out there, and then it's like, it gets a little tossed around. But I
Yes.
loved it. I love to sit at the edge.
Me
just
too.
let those waves crash on me.
I agree.
So this park has been around for a long time because I want to go back to 1990. My oldest son was 1,
Yep.
and I remember having matching swimsuits with myself, my husband, and my son.
Wow.
Who does that? I remember
apparently you did.
hot pink and black.
Oh,
So do you know what year?
it opened in '89.
Oh,
30 years old.
see?
Stacy, you're the welcoming committee.
maybe she probably wasn't even born because
I was born in '88, so
I was going to talk about. Do you remember? Because I remember going there also, and there were like the photo. You took them home as memorabilia. There were like little photo cubes you could buy and look into. But I literally have pictures with my friends at 7 Peaks with our
No.
pictures saved in our bathing suits, like in this little little lens you
Okay,
could look
maybe
into.
we could bring that back.
Yes, I think we should. I think Polaroids are popular again. You
Exactly.
just never know.
For your season pass, do you still do like a card?
yeah. So
Okay,
you'll
because
still-
I remember my kids always having cards. So
Yeah, and I
talk
love
about
that.
the season passes and
Yeah.
what you offer.
Yes, so the very best deals can be found on our website at splashsummit.com.
Okay.
And then they can go on there, and season passes right now are just $32.99. So
Wow.
The entire summer.
great.
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
For a
great.
season pass?
Such a good deal. Yes.
Okay, and let's take a quick minute to tell our TV viewers to hop on over to our Instagram where we're going to do
Some
4
giveaways.
season pass giveaways, 2
Holy
rentals
cow.
and parking. So make sure you follow us on Instagram and
But we sure do the giveaway.
yeah,
Geez,
that's
that
gonna be
is
fun.
super affordable.
Yes.
Right.
We want families to be able to come, right? It's a great place for
Yeah.
them to come hang out.
Yeah.
And even if your littles are upset that day and you're only there an hour, it's worth it to come and then come back, right?
Okay, so is there high times and low times at the park? Like if you want to run over for a couple of hours, what's the best time?
Totally varies. You kind of get different groups to come, right?
Right.
Moms with young kids kind of go more in the mornings, and then you'll get like teenagers and things later in the afternoon.
Okay.
So
Are you guys doing like dances and stuff like they did, or like nighttime swimming?
we'll do different like groups that come in, and they'll do different parties. So we do a lot of, if you want to bring family reunions or birthday parties or things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and what about concessions and bringing in your own coolers, or what are the restrictions?
So we
what
have-
do you sell? All that stuff.
Yeah, so we have a lot of new food that's going to be there this year. Lots of good, yummy treats. So Dole Whip's going to be there this year. which we're very
Awesome.
excited- Again, Disney, right? We're
Right,
going that
yes.
direction. But yeah, lots of good-
Churros,
I wish.
And
That
do
would
you
be
have
nice.
future plans for more things
renovations
in the
yeah.
future? Or
Yeah,
you're just
so we'll
really
keep adding
focused
to the
on
rainforest river, and then we'll continue to reinvest in the park and different
Okay.
things. So that's been our main focus this year. And
Oh,
then
I
next year
bet.
we got
What
more
a
things coming.
big project.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, do you still have the slide that fills up with water and then gushes you out? I can't remember what it
of.
was.
The
Do
one
you
that
remember
spins
that?
you
Like
around?
the water fills up in the big tube and then you sit there and then it kind of flushes
yes,
you?
yes, yes.
Okay, yes.
We have that one.
Okay.
I was thinking a different one, but yes, we
Okay.
have that.
Okay, what were
So-
you thinking of?
The one that spins you around in the tube and you go around and then come down. So There's lots of fun ones, right?
Yeah.
You're just dying to go on that one again, right?
So nostalgic.
Yeah, the anticipation.
Okay,
I just didn't like the steep ones.
Fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
be great.
thanks for joining us
Yeah.
and telling us all about this. And
course.
how can people find you?
Yes, the best place to find all the deals and details about the park would be splashsummit.com.
Okay, do you have a social media?
Yes.
Okay.
Splash Summit Water Park. And then you can find us on Instagram or Facebook.
Okay.
Wow, so fun. Splash
Awesome.
Summit all summer long.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
And a giveaway to come.
Yes.
Coming up next on Studio Chatter, we know a way to keep Dad looking good. We'll talk about that next. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Father's Day is coming up fast, and guess what? Dad doesn't want a tie. So, what can we do?
Doesn't want a tie. Like we don't want, what would they give us? If dads give ties, what is
An
it?
iRobot, a Roomba.
Oh, but why wouldn't we want that?
Well, that's what I used to think. But
oh,
then,
guys, guess what? It's about them and not us.
okay. See,
we're already starting
wait,
down
what?
a bad
Isn't it
road.
always about
Okay,
us?
I have a couple good ideas.
Okay.
For Christmas, my mom gave Chris and I a Circle V meat gift card.
I love it.
That's a great idea.
We went down and just loaded up on steak, and it's such a perfect time right now to load up and have steak for summer barbecues.
Yes.
So that's one good idea for
Well,
fathers.
and like we give to brother-in-laws too, depending on which family we're at. Like we do little gifts. Do you
Okay.
guys do that, or just give to your fathers? Yeah,
Just
it's probably getting time to stop that. But anyway, so a lot of times I'll do like beef jerky or something like that.
like my sons and son-in-laws, once their dads all want to do something. So
Yeah.
beef jerky even.
Yeah.
Just
And
make it a
who
pretty-
doesn't love bacon?
Okay, give 'em a pack of
Circle
bacon.
V. Circle V
Yeah.
has the best bacon.
Oh, you know where else? Okay, fabulous. The Fellas Chop Shop. They have a new location on Main Street, and it's darling. I ran in last week. Inside is fabulous, and they do the real razor shaves and the hair wash.
You guys, I gave all the men in my life gift cards for Christmas for them last year. They
Yes.
all loved it.
Oh,
just to go
good.
get pampered.
Oh, because they get the warm towel, they get the close shave. They get all the
They
treatment.
pretend that they don't like that, and we have a friend that really made fun of getting pedicures, and then he went, and now he goes all the time with his wife.
Oh no, I think they love it. I think
so
they
that
love
could
it.
be another.
Okay, that's a
They
good one.
also have a second location. They just opened their second new location in Springfield.
Fellas? Yes.
The Fellas.
So if your dad doesn't live in Spanish Fork, hello.
So they also have, I failed to say the name, not beauty supplies, but they also have like the beard kits and,
yeah, they do.
and the shampoo
That makes it
kits
smell
and
good.
yes, all the
Yes.
yummies. So that as well.
Let's throw back to this for a minute.
Okay,
though.
yeah.
I opened it earlier, but like, would your husbands or dads appreciate something like
Yes.
that?
I think some of the dads out there definitely would.
So I have to tell you, when we were actually putting your album into the frame, I had to have some help. And Keith was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool! I'd love something like that."
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah. So we were talking about the store that I found it in. So
Okay.
Which is?
It's called Platinum Memorabilia, and it's downtown Provo. But it was a gold mine. It was so much fun. So they have a bunch of vintage albums, and then they had the frames, and they have
That is so fun. That's
collector
a great,
cards.
unique. I think fun. And like people could sign it. You could get an autographed one of one of their
maybe if
favorites
you're-
or concert
yeah.
ticket in there.
If you're, if you think I saved that, or buy a record player on Amazon. I think they're like
Yes.
between $60 to $100.
So
And they
the
could play
concert
theirs.
posters,
Right.
the albums, the 45.
Okay, so Rhett just-
cards, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yes, Rhett just had a birthday, so it kind of
Okay.
always leads into Father's Day. So I kind of really tried this year to do,
Okay.
something maybe different-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we went to Lululemon because we've kind of talked about
Oh,
this,
yes.
like how much
Yes.
we all love that.
Yeah.
Well, they make stretchy pants
Yes.
kind of for men, but like dressier, like
Yes.
slack kind of everyday wear. And we were kind of telling him about it. He's like, I don't know. And so I went there, and my brother-in-law loves them, and that's all that he wears now.
Right, I
Like
heard
some are
some
more
guys-
casual looking, and some do look like a dress pant. So anyway, we bought them. I was very unsure. He tried them on, and he was skeptical. He was looking at them, and they looked like a nice pant, but you put them on, and he's like, oh my goodness, like I don't feel like I'm wearing anything. Like he's wearing stretchy pants like us. You guys,
It looks like he's wearing dress
He's
pants.
gone out there, he's tried on other kinds and pairs, and he sits all day, and they're just so comfortable.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So just something
Oh,
different.
I do love that. I
Okay,
love
I
that
have
And
another
has
idea.
to work
Okay.
at home or at the
Last
office.
month we drove down to Vegas for a couple nights, and
Okay.
they have the new Raiders stadium there.
Yes, they do.
Football tickets.
Yes.
To a
Yes,
game.
yes.
Because you could fly. Can't you fly Allegiant from
Provo
down
Yep.
to Vegas? Or it's only a 6-hour drive.
Right, and there's lots of fun teams, even if they're not Raiders fans. There's fun teams
So
that come in.
We've given you a plethora of ideas today.
There you go, guys.
Yes, and if they're more traditional, you can always get the new grill. You can get some spices
Yes.
to go with it, the apron, all
A
the
button-down
things.
shirt or a tie,
Or
if they need
a
one.
tie. Coming up on Studio Chatter, we'll talk about how gardening can be a lot more than just food. We'll talk about that next. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. If you plant a garden, you know it can be hard work, but there can be so much more to raising a crop. Welcome artist Laura Scheider, the gardening guru, with some new ideas about your garden.
Hello. Artist, this is such a good time to have you into the studio because everybody's gardening right now.
I feel like last year with COVID, like everyone started getting into that kind of stuff. So we
Absolutely.
now need an expert
Okay,
to
but
kind of
now
really
I feel
tell
like
us how
I
to
really
do it.
don't have time.
Yes.
Like last year, my yard was just beautiful flowers everywhere. I'm like,
We were
oh,
cutting
okay.
down trees and doing major
I have to plant that. I'm
renovations.
going to have to take care of it. And this year, I no longer have time.
Yeah.
So, how did you first get into gardening and the gardening guru?
Yeah, that's a great question. My dear mother loved gardening, and she learned it from her parents. And I remember every summer going with her to visit my grandparents in Burley, Idaho. And my grandmother had a beautiful rose garden. I mean, she even had roses from her mother in that garden. And I always felt like joy and happiness and safe in it. And I just loved being there. And my mother recently passed away. And I just was thinking, how do I reconnect with my mom, you know? And I thought she loved gardening. So anytime I'm doing gardening, I really feel a reconnection with her and my grandparents. And so it's just very simple to have that connection with that. And I feel like gardening's a tool, right? We use certain tools when we're gardening. We use our shovels to dig holes or rakes to rake up our leaves in the fall. But gardening can be a tool in itself to reconnect people. And especially this past year, like you ladies said, there really needs to be that time that we reconnect. And gardening's a really natural way to do it and stuff. And I don't know if you guys know, The Secret Garden, right? That book. Everybody loves it. I can't get enough. Every time they come out with a new movie, I have to watch it more and more. But I love the part that really with that garden, the children come together and it's a healing place, a place of connecting. And to me, that is what gardening is. And that's what generational gardening, connecting people together through gardening.
So true.
Yes, it is so true because I have a connection with my mom as well through florals and gardening and stuff. And every time I start to do it, I get in my head, but then my head just allows me to kind of like have some thinking time while your hands are doing.
Yeah.
So how does this work? How do you do it for other people? How does that connection happen?
Absolutely. I appreciate your question. And I think we make it simple because sometimes gardening can feel very overwhelming or we feel like it's a big project, right? It's just about keeping it simple and making it very doable. And the way to do it is I often will share what I like to call true seed tips. Very simple tips. So I'm going to show you guys one today, actually. Let's see. So whether you're doing, and I want to inspire people, whether they're doing a box garden outside or an herb garden inside their kitchen, or maybe it's just their favorite flowers in a pot. I want to inspire people to make their own way of gardening because it's individual, right? It's very personal, and then how we connect it with people.
I love that idea because sometimes when someone says gardening, I picture like this half an acre plot that I have to care for.
Right.
But I love this concept.
Yes.
So tell us.
So really simple. So kitchen herb gardens, right? We all love them. They're very beautiful. So I always say get 3 plants.
Always get your rosemary. That's a staple. Always get your basil. That's a staple. And the third thing is a surprise, right? So I love to get a surprise. So this one up here is such a surprise. Who's heard of mint pineapple, right? So get yourself, smell it. It smells so good.
I picture I would use it in chicken something.
Honestly.
Right?
Yeah, so do something fun and different, right? And so once you pick out your 3 plants that you want to do,
I love it.
isn't it? It does smell good.
Do you want me to smell that?
Yeah, go ahead and smell it. So I like to just take them and just make it really simple. Sometimes we try to think we need to replant it in dirt. No, keep it in the pot. Just put it right in here. Keep it in the pot.
Wow. We need some dirt up here.
No dirt. Just keep it in the pot. And then I'll tell you a trick. Some of these sit a little lower. So I just buy the less than $1 little baby pot and I turn it upside down like this and I just put it there so this rests here. And then I'm always about making it look really good and fun. And so I just take some moss.
Is that real moss?
Yes, I'll let you guys each do
won't it like dry out?
No, it's just so simple and touch. No, I want you guys.
Are you being serious?
Yes, here's some herbs. Just put it around there. And the moss
it can dry out. Like
So you just always keep
dry.
this moist?
No, it just water on top of it. Don't be afraid of it, Stacy. Embrace the moss.
It's not like living right now.
Oh, come on. I'm the one that's usually afraid.
Yeah, look how beautiful. You're natural at that. You're awesome.
Where do you get
That's
moss?
great.
Just at the floral store?
Yeah, the garden store carries
I've never-
moss. So you can do it. And sometimes like the craft store will carry it too. But this is like moss.
Joann's has some.
I'm making a mess.
But you're saying
that's
that's
awesome.
Faux. I mean, it's dried, but that's
So
like
this is not real moss.
living right now. It was.
It was, but it's decorative moss that also keeps it moist and protective. You're doing good, Stacy. You're doing awesome.
You know, like even sometimes the little fairy gardens have this moss sometimes.
Yes. So let me show you the power of this. Here is the power and the connection of gardening. You guys just created these beautiful kitchen herb gardens, right? So get your younger child to water it with you. Make that connection with your child. When you're cooking, get your children involved and cook with you. That's the connection of gardening. You're using this herb garden to connect with your children. Another fun way is like at the end of the summer when we've got those amazing tomatoes.
Yes.
Make fresh salsa. Have your teenager invite their friends over and have a salsa party. So to me, that's generational gardening, right? You're bringing people together to enjoy gardening together. So it's very simple.
I like it. You made me de-stress that I don't need to do a huge half-acre plot.
Right.
We had a neighbor and a mutual friend, Tandy Twitty, and her family had generational gardening. I mean, my mom, growing up, we had one as well, but then I moved into our home and it felt overwhelming.
Right.
I think life changed a little bit. But anyway, she would always help me so it didn't feel so overwhelming. And I don't know how much she really did, but just like gave me like
she connected with you.
Yes.
She connected with you.
But now that's a connection between the two of us that I always remember her helping me.
Well, and it
to
sounds to
start
me
that.
too like you're saying the word gardening, but that doesn't necessarily mean food. It can be a place, a sanctuary in your yard where you're surrounded by beautiful shrubs or colors or a tree that you just feel a connection to that blows in the wind and you're in your hammock. There's so many
Not necessarily
ways.
fruits or vegetables.
Or even just plants, because I mean, you brought up COVID, and I know even last year, and it seems like when things were a little bit slower, I know that the kids and I went and bought some of the little planters that were like cat-shaped or just like little animal shapes,
And you
just to get your hands dirty and let them put it in themselves, and even if it's just like a sunflower seed or something to put in that they've grown themselves, there's such that pride at the end of the summer. I grew this, all by myself.
I know.
Yeah, I do love that. I love that
Artist,
idea.
will you share with us, like, what are you up to right now in your own yard?
Yes, something very magical. It's super fun. I have been dreaming for many years to create a garden space, like we talked about certain spaces, and this will bring generations together. And I am doing a fun thing to watch each step. I'm sharing the steps along the way. We're going to have classes back there, and we're going to have videos back there and share our true seed tips. And so if you want to watch it and follow along, you can go to Artists & Co. at Facebook or Instagram and see it. And it's just amazing to see it come together. If you like to see something from nothing to something amazing, it's a great place.
Because I have been following you, and you are like building. It's not like this garden that's been there for years. Like, you are inviting people in to watch you do it right now.
Yes, absolutely.
I like that.
I'm already gathering people. I'm already connecting people, inviting people to be part of the journey. And we're just encouraging people to come to Artists & Co. and learn and grow with us. So
what if people want your advice of like what to put in their yards? Are you going to help people with that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe one day.
Because there are people
like
that I've had to ask people, like, what do you plant in Utah? What do you do? And then it's just trial and error all the time.
Right.
I bet this can take you to so many places that you probably can't even imagine right now, since you're in the early steps.
We're in the early steps, but we're definitely connecting with people. So I think the sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
You can just learn and connect with people. I just want people to find joy in connecting through gardening.
I love that. Well, we just did today, and I appreciate that.
Love that.
This is fun. Thank you.
I can't wait to watch your journey. I can only imagine.
And
what
you
I think
ladies
it
are going to
is.
take this home and share it with your families.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thanks, Artists, for coming, and
you.
best of luck. It's going to be fun watching your journey to. We're going to redo that. Okay, let's see. No, we're not, because now I'm going to laugh. Natasha, take it over.
I'm not laughing. No,
Okay.
go ahead.
So it's going to be so fun to watch you and your journey. So best of luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ladies.
So
for letting me-
amazing. Thank you. Coming up next, we're going on a field trip to the barn. Stay with us. Well, here we are on location, finally, at the barn at the corner of 4th South and Main Street in Spanish Fork, of course. We've been anticipating this for a long time.
We really have, and I think it's fabulous, you guys. It is absolutely gorgeous. And what a fun little location right next to the rodeo. I think it fits in perfect.
Yeah, they're going to be busy. It looks like they close at 8 p.m. on weeknights.
And people are just
They're
cruising
still
through
coming.
here.
They stay open later on the weekends, but I can't wait to go inside. Have you already been in?
Yes.
Maybe.
And have you had ice cream yet?
Not yet. But maybe not.
Okay, let's go see if we can get some more.
All right,
Okay,
let's
let's
check it
do it.
out. Welcome to the barn. We are on site with Tara Wall, one of the proud owners of the barn. We have been anticipating this for such a long time. So you and I go way back. We do. We grew up together, so we have some history together. But what we really want to know, and everyone in Spanish Fork wants to know, is how the barn came to be.
Thank you so much for coming. Sure
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having us.
Oh, for
Super
sure.
pretty
for sure.
in here.
So I'm just a farm girl now. I wasn't always. And it started. I married the darling fruit farmer. So we raise apples, peaches, and cherries on West Mountain, Santa Quinn, Payson. We've got about 450 acres of property. And it's
Just
all
a small farm.
a little bit. But we've always been commercial farmers, and we love what we do. But honestly, I've been in real estate 28 years. And when the lot came for sale, we thought, let's just build something. And Chris has always wanted to bring the farm to the table and just make it more readily available. And so we've delved into the fruit industry. We have a fresh market in Utah, a little bit out of state. But when our peaches are in harvest, they're in all the stores. It's really awesome.
Wow.
Apples too. But he developed a freeze dryer. And so our freeze dryer is a big part of why we have the barn. Okay. And so we have a huge commercial freeze dryer that we freeze dry all of our fruit, and then any local goods that we raise, we freeze dry and try and preserve. But what's fun is it's turned from food storage or food preservation to a snacking thing. So
I just bought some freeze-dried peaches for my husband.
Yeah. And so we took it one step further and we started to freeze-dry candy. And he thought, "Are you serious?" But freeze-dried candy is a real big thing, and so that's been a really fun thing to do. So with COVID in 2020, we purchased the land in February, and we were nervous because COVID hit, and we weren't sure if we were going to jump right into the lot or building or what we were going to do. So we threw a little farm stand together out on the corner and thought, let's give it a whirl. We were able to test run the corner, and based on the flood of activity and the love for the products, Spanish Fork, the surrounding community, has been incredible.
Good.
So we love them.
Run you did. My goodness.
Yeah.
I think I brought probably 3 times brought over the car to take away the pumpkins and
yes,
some
yes.
flowers.
Mine
And then
too.
of course we were sampling the slushie, and then we started talking about the things to come. And then following your Instagram, we would watch things progress as you started moving forward with all of the construction. So it's been super fun to watch you grow.
And to watch it grow behind us, it was so fun. So we negotiated this really fun silo. I hope that you can get a shot of that, but that's where it kind of started. I knew that I wanted that silo, and so I met with a cute little farmer out in Lindell, and kind of with my real estate negotiation, I'm teasing. He was willing, and I was willing and ready, and he made the deal, and we knew that that was kind of the footprint for something fun here. So
Yep.
yeah.
Well,
Build it and
Tara,
they will
will
come.
you show us around and show us what
What
you
it is?
have here? Yeah.
You bet.
Where's
So-
good to start?
Okay, so Tara, show us what's behind all of
Okay,
this.
so honestly, I think this is probably one of our most popular products. So in our orchards, we raise beautiful peaches, several varieties, and this is actually one of the last varieties that we raise. It's an O. Henry, and what's so fun about it is I'll just share open a little bag if that's okay, but what's so fun, and I'm so proud of it, where food storage typically is, little bits, but it's also in a number 10 can and preserved. We are so proud because the peaches are they're just
my
really big.
heavens.
Yeah, so you get a nice big wedge.
Oh, I might
Yeah.
just try it.
Oh, thank
Try
you.
it.
I just bought some of these for my husband for his birthday. We haven't opened them up yet. My mouth is watering.
They're so good.
They are really good.
Divine.
Yeah, so
And all the nutrition is still there.
it is, yeah. The thing with
Really?
with freeze drying, we flash freeze the product, and as it sits in the freeze dryer, there's a little time process that actually takes the water that's in the fruit, turns it into a vapor, from a liquid to a vapor. It hits a steel metal panel wall. It attracts the water from that, the vapor,
Okay.
and turns to an ice block, and then it dries the product with all of the flavor intact. That's what's so awesome about it.
What a technology.
It's-
That is so amazing.
It's crazy.
I love
Isn't it?
it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a healthy, crunchy
Yeah,
snack
yeah.
that gets all moist. I love it.
And it sticks to your
And
teeth.
sometimes
so-
you just need the crunch. So watching movies instead
Right.
of maybe popcorn, go
Right.
for
Or
some
chips,
food, right?
yeah.
But not too many. You're gonna
And
get
these,
bellyache.
and these look
Okay.
like just like real life.
Right,
Like they're
right,
fabulous,
right. They're
right?
beautiful.
And these come from a garden that we have. Part of the farm is primarily 90% of our farm are the peaches, the apples, and tart cherries. We shake about 2 million pounds of tart cherries every year.
Oh my goodness.
And we raise thousands and thousands of bins of the peaches and the apples, and we're so proud of that, especially when it's in harvest, because it's in the markets and they're delicious and incredible. And that's
Wow.
really when the barn, I think, will be shining
Yeah.
bold, when the local fruit and vegetables are here. And so we have about 25 acres right now currently that we're planting for a fresh vegetable garden. So we hope to carry the pumpkins and the
gosh.
squashes, melons, tomatoes, all of the things. Yeah, so we're excited.
So exciting.
Wow.
What's awesome, and what came to be as far as this little barn goes, we wanted kind of a walk back in time. And with COVID and everything, we thought, you know what better to make it feel like you've kind of, I don't know, came to a little fun vintage
Country store?
farm store.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
like
It's right
that
next
way.
to the rodeo.
Right,
Like the feel
right.
is
Yeah,
all
it's fun.
there.
It's
Well,
fun.
you've definitely done it. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
And it's awesome because people have been so supportive. So what we do here at Wall Brothers, the barn, is we bring in all sorts of different local
people.
local farmers. And so we have Abigail's Oven. They are a local bread company. Sourdough is their specialty. We cannot keep the breads in, literally, and their headquarters are just up the street. So
Right.
they approached us a long time ago and said, we want in the barn, we think it'll be a great place for the
Perfect.
bread. They stock every day so much, and we just sell out so quick with the bread. So that's a great
great.
asset to our barn.
What's here in my hand?
This is I'm so passionate about it, and that's the thing about our barn. If it's broken, I'll fix it. And we've only been open a month, and it's one of those things that I feel like, I'm really hands-on, and so I want the best of the best. And I don't have a large space, but this footprint is Taggies Farms, Taggies famous fruit and vegetables, and they're out of Perry, Utah. So Thane and Carrie Taggy are wonderful people. They raise all of their products, and then the Amish women co-pack for them in Perry, and they distribute statewide. So they're more North County as far as their farm stands go and the things like that. But this corn and pepper relish, it's a salsa really, but I call it a relish because it's got a sweet base to it. Cannot keep it in. We sell it in case packs, and they love it. So they have jams and jellies, salsas.
And you said you put this on salmon
and chicken.
And you eat it with tortilla chips.
Yes, with fresh avocados.
Okay.
And it's really a good thing.
My mouth's watering.
Let's keep going. Huh? Okay, tell us about fresh.
Okay, so fresh is huge and important to us, but honestly, local is more important, I think. And right now, currently, some of these melons, some of the stuff that we're carrying, really we've had to bring in from the U.S. or out of state. But honestly, when our gardens are in, we will raise everything. So right now we have a garden that will allocate probably, I don't know, maybe 100 bins of watermelon.
Oh my gosh.
Same thing with cantaloupe. All sorts of things. So we're excited about it.
In the fall, when you have more food, and it's not going to fit in here, right?
Right.
Will you have it out and about?
We actually look to do kind of a porch market as well. So we'll have fresh corn. We will have the obviously the fresh fruit that we raise, but also all of the other things that we'll be raising as far as the vegetables go. And we'll source beautiful tomatoes from friends and different growers in the area. So that's what's exciting.
Yeah,
to bring that in.
To be really fun.
Yeah.
Wow, it just sounds so overwhelming with what you're raising and bringing in.
So we are excited because we raise some beef on our farms, and so the Wall Brothers beef that we have here, we've had Springville Meats do a co-pack with us, and so we are offering some fresh meat, some fresh pork, and bacon and things like that. And then over here, we're so excited. We didn't partner with BYU, but they were so kind to let us feature their products in this barn. And they were excited about the presence that they were going to be able to have with us featuring their products. So who doesn't love the BYU?
What a good mainstay to have in
Well,
there.
yes, everybody loves it, and that's a big draw, I think. Especially in the evening times, especially in the summer, people, driving in to have a scoop of ice cream or pick up their milk for the next day or whatever it may be.
Yes, some of our
and
favorites.
that's what I was going to say. So we carry their ranch, we carry all of their dressings really, but their brownies, we carry their BYU brownies.
I saw rice sauce in there too.
Rice sauce. We've got everything from. One of our favorites is this little cookies and cream milk.
I was just talking about my son fell in love with that at like a BYU camp, and we would drive up there to get that. So now we drive here.
I have customers that are so cute. They'll come in and they'll say we want the cookie milk, and that's really been
it's really
awesome.
yummy.
I guess
it's like melted ice cream.
Okay.
It's really good.
Can we go try some ice cream?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Now, Tara's brought us over to the ice cream. I'm so excited. I've been here once, and you said we get another treat today.
Yes.
So tell us about what's behind us.
So who knew that ice cream would be such a hit?
Everybody.
Right? It is such a hit. And here in this corner of Spanish Fork, it's just needed. It's just a fun addition to our barn. And we are honored to be featuring BYU and their beautiful ice cream, wonderful ice cream. And it's often said, what's the favorite flavor? And by far, most of them are just, everything's so good. But the Grum Canyon is probably number one.
Is that really? Okay.
Yes. So I'd love you to try a Coke.
I would love to. And Stacy has a great idea. Stace, tell them how you're trying the flavors.
I came in the first time and started at the top left, got the Bishop's Bash, and I'm just going to go in order. And
32 flavors.
32. So when I'll make a big announcement when I've tried all 32.
And tell us which one's the favorite.
So we're celebrating her birthday.
Happy birthday ice cream.
Thank you.
Yes, for sure. So
for me, number 2 up there.
Bishop's Bash or
Blue Goggles.
Okay.
And I think I want to do Grand Canyon for real. Can I get a little half a scoop of the fluffer nutter with it? I just want the smallest size, I think. Yes, that's perfect. Thank you. And I love
they
sugar
know what they
cones, though,
want.
too. Yeah. What are you going to get,
I'm
Natasha?
having lemon. I am having lemon.
lemon.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Where did you see lemon?
I asked them before.
And you guys
"Where's the
have lemon?
They do have lemon.
We've got a few sorbet, and it's fun because often people are like, "What is the sparkle?" And when they try it, they love it. It's a great
That's what
sorbet.
I was drawn to that as well.
And then tell us a little bit about the slushy too, why they're getting the ice cream.
So the slush is really one of the fun little features. It's different.
Don't tip that over.
So Rolly's Red Barn is a wonderful little, not little, but a big orchard out in Santa Quinn. And they are members of Mountainland Apple with us. We are all good friends and raise beautiful fruit, but they actually press the apples that go into that distribution. And so they press the apple juice, which we're excited about, and the apples that we raise. And
oh my goodness, thank you.
And we slush the apple juice, and then we pour it over a vanilla soft serve ice cream.
So you
have
may
the
need to
tart
add
and the
that.
sweet.
Oh, my
Everything
word.
here is just so healthy, right?
Right? It is.
This is dairy.
Right?
Okay, number 2 is
Homegrown.
good.
What do you think?
It's really good.
Thank you so much.
But I love the fluffernutter. That's one of my favorites.
I did a little combo unit, and I think it's good, guys. I think it's great.
And I'm telling
actually.
you, I have the most darling girls that work for me.
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
They are
Thank
awesome
you, ladies.
and
you.
sweet.
You're
So
so
wonderful. so
Tara, thank
wonderful.
you for inviting us down.
gosh.
This place is huge. Like, it's going to be the biggest hit all summer.
Yeah, I
You're going to
agree.
be slammed.
And in such a great location, right by the ballparks, the rodeo.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so
sharing.
much.
Appreciate you coming. Yes.
Well, it was definitely worth the wait. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh my gosh.
And then some.
Right.
Guys. Okay, the ice cream, phenomenal. We just ran into this freeze-dried candy wall.
Oh my
which,
gosh.
Amazing. Freeze-dried Skittles. What
Yeah.
do you have?
Saltwater taffy, and there's buttered popcorn behind us.
Right?
And have you ever tasted this? You need to taste
No.
this. It is so good. And I wanted to show you the Jolly Ranchers, but I can't even find those. You guys have to come here and
saw
explore
them
on your own. There are so many fun things to find inside.
Yep.
What I've loved about our episode today is it's been all things summer, and I don't even feel like we really planned it.
No,
Like
we didn't.
talked like ice cream and summer fruit. What
Yeah.
else?
We did gardening.
Yes.
Gardening.
Yes.
The water park.
Yep, the water park.
And then Father's Day. That's just right around the corner.
Yep.
Guys, we
this
did
is
real
fun.
good. It's been a
We
really
had
fun
fun
episode.
guests.
Yeah, we did.
Excellent gift ideas here for Father's Day as well.
Yes.
So we were talking about getting some meat products. You can certainly get that here. You can bring Dad for some ice cream.
Some jerky,
Yes.
some- yes.
Yes. I love it.
Freeze-dried candy.
Yeah.
And I just spied some like really pretty flowers over here, so they've got fresh flowers as well.
And
a little
hopefully
bit of
they'll have
everything.
pumpkins again in the fall. I think we're set. We don't
Yeah,
even
we
need
are.
to leave town.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Tara, for having us on site. It's been such a treat.